Paraguay's capital and main urban center, Asunción, is situated on the left bank of the Paraguay River and is inhabited by over 500,000 people. Asunción is one of the oldest cities in South America and the longest continually inhabited area in the Rio de la Plata basin. For this reason, it is known as the Mother of Cities. From Asunción, the colonial expeditions departed to found other cities: Buenos Aires, Villarrica, Corrientes, Santa Fe, and Santa Cruz de la Sierra. Asunción is the home of the national government, principal port, and the chief industrial and cultural center of the country. The Paraguayan culture is a fusion of two cultures and traditions, the European and the Guarani of Central South America. More than 63% of Paraguayans are mestizos, and the remaining group is divided into criollos, which makes Paraguay one of the most homogeneous countries in Latin America. A feature of this cultural fusion is extensive bilingualism to this day. Around 90% of Paraguayans speak Spanish and Guarani. Jopara, a mix of Spanish and Guarani, is also widely spoken. Asunción's urban expansion has overflowed its jurisdictional boundaries, connecting it to other surrounding county, forming the Asunción metropolitan area, which has a population of over 1.8 million. Asunción's historical center faces the Paraguay River as it expands to form the Bay of Asunción, where around 100,000 people live. Although the sanitary sewerage service in the watersheds that drain into the bay covers more than 90% of the population, wastewater is not treated and is discharged directly into the watercourses. The existing sewerage system, built about 50 years ago, is severely deteriorated and requires rehabilitation work on several segments of trunk and secondary sewers, as well as investments to extend the service to dwellings located on the banks of the creeks. The municipal solid waste collection service does not cover informal settlements because it is difficult for the collection trucks to gain access in view of the lack or narrowness of the roads in those areas. As a result, large quantities of solid waste, often dumped by the settlement's inhabitants themselves, are moved into the watercourses by stormwater runoff. These situations have contributed to the environmental deterioration of the bay. There is currently no wastewater treatment plant in Asunción. Wastewater treatment is practically non-existent in Paraguay, with less than 25% of collected wastewater receiving treatment of any kind. To remedy this situation, the IDB financed the comprehensive sanitation program for the Bay and metropolitan area of Asunción, PRL 1029, for a total of $110 million. The program's objectives were to help 1. Reduce the pollution of the Bay of Asunción and the San Lorenzo Creek, and 2. Improve the health and environmental conditions of the population living in the watersheds of the urban creeks that flow into metropolitan area. To achieve these objectives, the program implemented the following components. 1. Component 1, for $62.317 million, sought to improve the existing sanitary sewerage services provided to the Bay of Asunción through actions such as rehabilitation of sewers, the implementation of a solid waste collection plan, and training for Sanitary Services Company of Paraguay technical staff on proper system administration. 2. Component 2, for $47.683 million, sought to expand the sanitary sewerage beyond the current state through actions such as the construction of new sewer networks, the implementation of a resettlement plan for families affected by the expansion of the sewerage service, and the design and implementation of a pilot plan for reducing sewage service delivery disputes. The program is currently in the second year of its execution and is expected to conclude by the end of the year 2021 with the following results: 18,000 households newly connected to sanitation systems, 53,000 households connected to sanitation systems or upgraded networks, 71,000 households whose wastewater is treated, The program is aligned with the bank's strategy with Paraguay for the 2014 to 2018, since it will contribute to the expansion and improvement of public sanitary sewerage services, wastewater treatment, and solid waste disposal. This program is also aligned with the priority action areas of the bank's infrastructure strategy. Sustainable infrastructure for competitiveness and inclusive growth, highlighting 1. The promotion of access to infrastructure services, and 2. Support for the construction and maintenance of a socially and environmentally sustainable infrastructure that helps to improve quality of life.